This is a series, Scooby, and the topic of the series is why good pool players can't get great. Now, most of us just don't practice. And when we do practice, we don't practice right, and we practice all the wrong things. And before you assume anything, I want to make it clear that there's nothing wrong with playing a whole lot of pool, playing 6 days a week, and just playing and playing and playing. You will get a little better like that, but your progress is going to be very, very, very slow, and you're probably not even going to see it unless you look over the long term. There's not enough years in your life to progress to the point of the highest levels in pool to compete with professional pool players. It's just not going to happen for you. And before you assume anything else, there's absolutely nothing wrong with throwing all 9 balls out on the table and proceeding to run them out. But here's the key. When you get bad position, you have to reset up that ball. And you have to put the cue ball in the same spot. You have to figure out what you did wrong when you got bad position, or when you missed the ball completely. You have to really, really, truly be able to self-analyze and fix that mistake and reset up the ball and practice and until you're getting it right consistently over and over and over again. Because if you don't do that, you're telling your subconscious that you did what you wanted to do. It's a good break. So it looks like the 4 and the 5 went down. I'm going from the 3 to the 6. And see, there's a shot to practice at that 1 ball. I just kind of got lucky and hit it full, the 2 balls, and left it pretty much straight in. Coming up, you're going to see me miss the 6 ball, but it's look how I shot the 3 ball. That's the problem. You're supposed to miss this shot. It's a very difficult shot on the 6 ball, and you have to put a left on it to keep from scratching in the opposite side. So it's not that 6 ball that's the problem, and you have to catch this. You have to realize that the whole object of the pool is to never get a hard shot. And they should all be easy, perfectly easy. You have to you can't get straight in on every ball, but it should still be. They should be simple cuts, no more than 30 degrees each. So the object here was to go back and forth across the table, and I just shot the 3 ball wrong, and I could have actually practiced that some more and got better position on the 6. Get yourself a partner. Find yourself a really good friend who plays close to your speed or at your speed and is willing to work with you, and you have to be willing to work with him too, and you have to be inseparable. And don't spar against them and play each other. It's you two against the world. So proceed to actually play the game of pool and set up the 9 balls, and one of you break and the other one shoot the 1 ball and gain position for the 2 ball, and then the other person shoots the 2 ball and go back and forth in a Scotch doubles format. Okay, you with me? Now, and this includes the break. Don't take ball in hand after the break. If your break is suffering, then continue to rack the balls for the guy who screwed up the break until you're getting it right, until you're getting a shot on the lowest number ball on the table, and until you can open the rack and resume with the rack the correct way, okay? Now, when one of you screws up, if you miss a ball, the other player should be taking that ball out of the pocket and resetting it up until you're making it and until you're getting the right position on the following ball. So it's you two against the world in a Scotch doubles format, and I promise both of you will learn very quickly. And if you stick with each other and continue to help each other, I promise you'll progress rapidly. But the whole key is when one of you screw up, the other guy, the other player, it could be a girl, working with you and getting it through your head how to do this right. And if you're both really good at doing this, you'll progress to the point where I know what you did wrong there. You twisted your wrist. Stop twisting your wrist and do it again. Or whatever the flaw might be. Now you can do all that by yourself. You can reset up your own, but it's just going to take a little bit longer, and you're not going to have the support of anyone but yourself, which is tough. It has been done. People do it every day. But it's the hard way to go. I really strongly, highly recommend getting yourself a partner and then running with them to the tournaments or the leagues or whatever, and just being on his side, and he has to be on your side too. And I think that's what makes things difficult when one gets selfish or the other one progresses too fast and kind of leaves the other one behind. Okay, watch carefully through the end, past the end of this video, and just try to keep focus on every single shot and where I go wrong.
Sure hope you don't mess up.
I made a 9 on the break, and the ball spread great, almost a little too good. And while I'm looking at the rack, I'm gonna go chase that 9 ball down and respot it. And this gives you an opportunity to catch your breath, take the rack off the table, and see everything from all angles. I'm looking to see if I can make the 1 straight down in the right hand corner, and apparently I can. It's just a matter of getting right on the 2. And the 3 looks right in front of the pocket from here. I think it is. And I'm going to have to slow roll this ball. And this table's so fast. And it makes it a little bit difficult. You can get too gun shy and just wind up poking the ball. And apparently the 5 does go straight down in the same bottom right hand corner. And again, I kind of had to hold up on my stroke there. I don't know if you saw it, but there's a 7 ball hidden up there in the top left-hand corner. So I kind of had to juice the cue ball to get back up table on it. Now watch this shot carefully. And I put bottom right on that. And because I'm not used to this table, it gripped the rail. And that's not what that old Brunswick would have done. So now I have a terribly difficult shot on the 8. And now this is how I do it. I usually do it after the game, but I do remember and I do set it up. It's just most of my videos I cut this part out because I consider it kind of boring. And I forgot to set up the 8 ball, but I don't think it matters because I remember exactly where it is and where I need to be on it. And that was, again, shot with bottom right, and it didn't work again, of course. So it's an issue with the rail. It's not coming off the rail the same way that Brunswick did. So I'm going to just keep on continuing to do it, and I'm going to try different things to get it done right. And at this point, it's center right. And that was it right there. That's all I would need to do. And trust me, I won't forget it. I don't have to keep doing it over and over and over again. It was an issue I had to work on, and so I worked on it, and there you go. This has been the first video in a series of videos, and it has its own playlist. So if you just want to watch these videos like this, just click on the playlist and they'll be listed right there over time. I'm just barely scratching the surface here. I have a lot to say about this subject, and I don't know how many videos there's going to be in this series at this point. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know if it will be continuous. I just don't know at this point. I don't have a written plan. I've never had a script, and I'm just kind of just pouring my heart out to you and truly trying to help you guys. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, click like, comment, ask questions, answer other people's questions, and just give me a chance here to do what I came here to do.